Welcome to the Art of Education's Art Room Hacks. In today's episode, we're talking all about drawing and hacks that make teaching drawing so much easier. Hi, art teachers. I'm Jenn Russell, and I am a high school art teacher in North Texas. Fun fact, did you know that your classroom and your kitchen have quite a lot in common? And I'm not just talking about the mess. I find that these are actually really good. So hack number one, muffin liners for material distribution. Pastel, charcoal distribution, like a vine charcoal, for example, if it breaks and crumbles in here, or they can sweep all their stuff in here, crumble and toss. They just come and grab a little muffin liner, and it's fun colors, and they're relatively inexpensive. You can get a lot of them for not a lot of money, and they keep it at their desk, and everything is maintained in here. As drawing teachers, facilitators of the drawing medium, a lot of times we have to spray a fixative so that it doesn't move. Usually it's charcoal, soft pastel, even graphite. The dust goes everywhere. They need a layer of fixative so that it'll stay where they first put it, and then they can keep manipulating it how they want to. If you do not have fixative or haven't gotten the chance to get it or order it, I mean, it's kind of pricey. So there's a little bottle of hairspray. It'll get you through in a pinch, especially for a workable fixative. Also, fun perk, smells great. Just a little extra hold for the extra hold. You're welcome. Okay, whatever. Here we are. They get excited to use it because they like to use anything that's mini. I also like things that are mini. I don't know why, but it's Russell science. So that's how we are in class. Okay, my next hack is having these in your class. I have a few of these in my classroom to kind of set my students up in a new way of gathering their materials. They know that they need to get up and go to the material buffet and get their stuff. Grab like a water container and their pencils, their pastel, whatever it is that they need, they can put in each one of the holes. I had a lot of these. My babies are growing up, so I use these now. I didn't want to get rid of them because I'm a hoarder. And I guess this is like another tiny hack. I don't know. I'm a mom. A lot of times my students share a tray with their ACF, their art class friend, shout out, winter conference, and they each get a row. Getting them to put things away, not going great. We have a one pot wonder potluck at our school, and we get to sample all of these different crock pot wonders, but you have to keep getting up to get them. And I was like, I'm simply not getting up. Me, like the students. I don't want to get up, but I had this, okay, I had it. And so I just ladled all the different soups in here. And then I just went to go sit down and I had a merry, grand old time. I figured the kids are the same way. Okay, y'all. I feel like we all have this in our classroom already. Rubbing alcohol goes a long way, as we know, and just some blending tools. We are doing a lot of graphite, but also colored pencil. I use rubbing alcohol as a blender, just to smooth out some of the pencil marks, like this and this, up and diagonal. And so I use rubbing alcohol to kind of smooth that out. That scratchiness kind of goes away, and maybe thin a little bit of that wax so that they can layer their colored pencils a little bit better. Very little dry time. I keep it at my desk, and my kids really like it, and also building that confidence, because then they're like, okay, I can definitely do this. So my students love a good blending stick. I decided to find different solutions for that. Just a blending sponge from cosmetics. You can also get a pack of like the white triangular blending sponges. They all work the same, but really they work great with a ton of media, easily washable, and then you lay them out to dry. I just use a little bit of dish soap. Originally, a little concealer for the eye. I am now of an age where I don't really care to use stuff like this. They're like rock'em sock'em robots to me, but it's kind of nice. Fair warning that sometimes they're a fidget. You know that I am a diehard color pencil girl. My students get really up in arms about it. They're like, oh my gosh, we get it, color pencil. However, I definitely think that a medium that needs a little bit more attention is definitely oil pastels. Oil pastels. If you just follow these very simple instructions and we clean it up, I promise that it'll be great. My students especially are really guilty of doing this. They're like, I did that in elementary school. And I'm like, we're gonna redo it here. We're gonna heighten it a little bit, level it up. It's fun. It's a good time, especially with advanced students, not just Art 1 or Foundation Art, but oil pastel deserves a little bit more love. I used to just have my pastels, oil pastels, in a box that looks something like this, that is just dusty and crusty and not trusty. I just had kind of given up on it, you know, and then the kids had to clean it and it was this whole process. So originally the pastels come in boxes like this. They'll be like, I don't know how the box goes back in. This box, just want you to see what it looks like right now. It's not working. Can't do it. It's just not working. Also, it's not even in the right way. Like, this goes in sideways and my students can never understand that. But we are here and here we are. I just couldn't do it anymore. So over the summer, I was trolling the dollar section at different stores as one does. Okay, and the whole rage was like a snackle box. And I found these little boxes in the dollar section. I'm just putting a couple of sets of oil pastels and putting one of these boxes at each table, and it's contained. My students recently have not been really into cleaning up, and so I'm trying to find them easy, quick hack solutions so that we can clean and they can move forward. I love drawing because I feel the most in control when I draw. And this is a super vulnerable point for me. And so I think you can track your growth, your progress through your drawings, how you perceive things. And I just feel like that's just, I don't know, there's something special about that. For an in-depth look at different drawing medium, you definitely want to check out Pro Learning. There's tons of pro packs on drawing mediums like charcoal and oil pastel and ink. Also, there's a pack that I did on getting started with colored pencils at the secondary level. We'll drop the link for Pro in the description below, so make sure you check it out. Hey, it's me again. If you know what this is, awesome. If not, this series is in fact a pencil extender. These used to be really prevalent in my class. I can't get them in bulk anymore like I used to, and they've gone up a little bit. So I had to find a little bit of a hack for them. I don't have a class pencil sharpener because we used to like to take the little ones and put them in the pencil sharpener. Deep breath. I scoured the interwebs for just maybe a solution. You just make a tube out of a piece of paper. Roll your piece of paper into a tight tube that resembles the width, circumference math word. I am just an art teacher. Glue along the way, bloop, 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 shove in here, fix in there. I also make an extra tube so that they can push so that it actually holds and has some tension to their pencil extender. Another day in Art Room Paradise. We use drawing boards in my class, and I had like 6 breakout ones, and I panicked because I didn't have a full set anymore, and they're really expensive. And so I just kind of sent out campus email, does anybody have any masonite boards? I'm looking for. Our testing coordinator said I have some lids. Wheeled a cart down there as art teachers do, and I picked up this stack of storage container lids. And she was like, are you sure that this is what you're looking for? And I was like, girl, do not stress nor depress. I will work with whatever I have to work with. So how it works in my classroom is I just stack them up and I'm like, okay, there's flex seating. Like we have a couple of beanbags and couches and stuff. What's really nice is that on the underside, there's this like lip. They like to keep their pencils, and the lip also catches any of like the pencil shavings. They're really portable and they fit in a shelf. I love, 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 love storage top drawing boards. A project you could take into an elementary school in a secondary setting would be a character design project. It's cross-curricular. We write a story. They have to make an environment for their character. We are talking about proportion and measurements and how garments hang. We also talk about expressions and feelings and what we might be feeling where. And so if you have those kids that kind of feel out of place maybe, or they've been told that their style is not really high art, no, there's a place for everyone in art, and that's what makes it so awesome and great. And I find that a character design project really helps all of our kids shine. I've also taken it seasonally and we designed our own monster. For me, I find that it really captures and engages a lot of my students. Make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss another video. If you enjoyed these hacks, give this video a like and make sure that you drop some of your own drawing hacks if you have them in the comments below. Okay, stay tuned. Next time we are diving into embroidery and sewing hacks.